Hockey is returning for the 2020-2021 NHL season, and we couldn't be more stoked. There has been multiple changes made, and we are expecting them to have an immediate impact. The divisions were, of course, realigned due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and teams will only be permitted to play within those divisions. While there are still favorites to win the cup, we believe if there was ever time for a dark horse team to go and take it all, this would be the perfect time. The Philadelphia Flyers have something to prove on Broad Street this season. Last season, they came close as they forced a Game 7 against the New York Islanders late in the postseason. However, they fell just short. This season, they'll be looking to restore that momentum and build on it. Carter Hart is between the pipes, and most of his team's success will fall on him. He's the face of the franchise next to your captain, Claude Giroux, as Giroux continues to demonstrate just how underrated of a player he is. In the offensive zone, he's surrounded by the talents of Sean Couturier and Jacob Voracek, both very high-caliber players. Now, the blue line in Philly has also improved with the addition of Eric Gustafsson, who, if you don't remember, a couple of seasons ago in Chicago, he was the big name in the market. Shane Gostisbehere and Travis Sanheim are solid as well on the back end, as they are led by recently locked-up long-term defensive talent Ivan Provorov. Provorov had an incredible postseason last year and is looking to live up to that new contract. Moving on, to many, the Vancouver Canucks may not even be considered an underdog anymore. The Vancouver Canucks parted ways with longtime attendee Jacob Markstrom and brought in Braden Holtby, who will serve as an excellent backup to Thatcher Demko, who was outstanding last season. Christopher Tanev was also lost in free agency, but on the back end, the team looks very promising. Alexander Edler and Tyler Myers are a tad inconsistent, but they are reliable. So thankfully, Calder Trophy runner-up Quinn Hughes is there to shine as a top player in their system. The team also added Nate Schmidt for depth. This team should also find no issues in their forwards as well. Bo Horvat has proven to be an incredible captain, and his hands seem to come alive and get even more saucier in the playoffs. Brock Besser is a proven goal scorer and is a complimentary winger to the new face of the franchise, Elias Pettersson. Pettersson already has 132 points in 139 games, so we are very confident in him taking this team to great places other than Tim Hortons. We expect to see a lot of sellies and jellies from this team this upcoming season. JT Miller continues to live up to his contract, but sadly the team did see Tyler Toffoli go to the Habs. One of the last teams we want to mention is the New York Islanders. Now, there is no reason the New York Islanders shouldn't be considered a top-tier team. Under Barry Trotz and his defensive system, this team has proved people wrong time and time again. For a team who has been projected to miss the playoffs each season since the departure of Pajama Boy, they have made it each time. This past season, they made it all the way to the ECF, as they just fell short to the later Stanley Cup champions in the Tampa Bay Lightning. When looking at the Isles, you'll notice it is not about having the best players, but rather it is about having the right players. Adding JG Pageau last season had an immediate impact for this team as he fills a huge gap for them up front. If the line of Anthony Beauvillier, Brock Nelson, and Josh Bailey can stay hot, then offensively, they are terrific. They have the youth in Kiefer Bellows and Oliver Wahlstrom on the brink of success as well. And no Isles talk is complete without mentioning the heart of the Isles, Matt Barzal. Barzy at this time of the video is without a contract, but for the most skilled player on the team and the fastest player in the NHL, in Lou we will trust, I guess. Defensively is where this team is going to find their mark. Adam Pelech and his Pelech posse demonstrates how it is not about points but rather pokes. He is arguably one of the most reliable and lockdown blue liners in the game. When you stand him by his partner Ryan Pulock, no one is scoring goals. Devon Taves and Johnny Boychuk may no longer be Isles, but Noah Dobson is prepared to fill some big shoes. Thomas Greiss was made available for Detroit due to the long-awaiting arrival of KHL legend Ilya Sorokin. Now, the combination of Ilya and Semyon Varlamov shows this team as a top contender in our eyes. Last but not least, did you like that? No, go subscribe. Having the Toronto Maple Leafs on a list regarding dark horses may be laughable. Just think, if you were to bet on a team to win the Stanley Cup, you would not be betting, though, all on this team who has no proven playoff success as they're almost always knocked out immediately in the first round. But not this time. If Toronto cannot do it this time, they'll be moving at least two of their big four names, and nobody wants to see that happen. Their goaltending was never the problem, and Frederik Andersen proves this to be true despite the ongoing criticism that he receives in Toronto. Defense was an issue, however, and adding Jake Muzzin to help out Morgan Rielly wasn't enough. Rielly is impeccable, and he's extremely in the shadows of his teammates, but he needed the help back there, and that was no secret. Adding TJ Brody and Zach Bogosian should make a huge difference, and Rasmus Sandin is on the come-up. John Tavares, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, and William Nylander. Those are your big guys up top. Adding some veteran presence in Jumbo Joe and Wayne Simmons should help this team as they'll add the grit and hunger for the cup this squad needs. Kapanen was sent out, but we expect Nicholas Robertson to be called up to have a new role with his team. This has been day 6 of Binge Week, and this whole week we've put out a lot of great content, even down to live streams. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more content just like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to join us tomorrow for the Battle of Alberta. Thank you. We'll see you next time.